Hey, Big Nick, happy Monday. Hey. Hey, to the Monday. Look at SWBI. Weekend was alright. Hope yours was good. Thank you. Ah, well, that's awesome, man. Happy to hear it. I am happy to hear it. Hey, Lucio. What's going on? Hey, Big Glenn, happy Monday, my friend. You as well? Up, up. So we had this random bounce here, even though I still think SPY puts are in play. Already 2 for 2 on the day for the SPY puts. So now, like, this is our trend up, up, up. Good old Monday. I'm doing well, Killian. I hope you're doing well. One day at a time, baby. One day at a time. We finish up a dramatic, emotional Friday afternoon for some reason, and we come right back Monday, and we do our job, and we do it well. You notice, anytime there's a bad day, I always come back even better than the following day. You notice that, right? Just too damn good, baby. S&P now below support, and we should drop all the way down to 68. I don't know. Where are we? Yeah, we should. Yep. We really should. We got the OGs, baby. OGs are in here. I'm telling you, man. You know, you 5 guys take care of me with your burgers and fries. I take care of you with a couple of trades. That's how we do it. Disney looking strong. DraftKings still above 35, huh? Okay. Oil was on the up and up here. This is like when I mentioned it, I think. Then we had a drop down, and now we started slipping, even though the dollar is still up. But that's okay. That's okay. Yep. 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 We are live. Oh, man. Had some good fights this weekend, too. I don't know if you guys watch UFC. You know, I do. Had some really good performances here. Freaking, what's his name, though? Was it Pantoja? I think broke his arm, though. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was rough. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate situation. Here goes the spy. I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. Not big on UFC. Watch the Bears take an L. Okay. All right, fair enough. How the Bears doing this season? I don't watch the Fixed FL. Hopefully they got a winning record. I remember growing up watching Detroit lose every year and Thanksgiving. Now all of a sudden they got a decent team, right? The last couple of seasons. I saw, what's his name? The Barstool guy flipping out on X. Investigate the Raiders! I've been calling it the Fixed FL for years. All of a sudden, this guy wants you to investigate the Raiders. Probably had fucking $500,000 on the game or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Makes me laugh. Like I said, once people are affected, all of a sudden, then they want an investigation, right? Then they want people to pay attention. The Bears. The Bears. 1985, all over again. European, okay, Premier Football. All right, I respect it. It's all about the spy puts, baby. How's everyone's accounts doing otherwise, though? Everyone's doing all right? I know we're sitting here watching spy puts, but hopefully everyone's doing all right. Oh, baby, I need to like pressure wash this room. Yeah, sideways, all right. That's better than down, I guess. We go up a little, and we go down a little. Yep. Speaking of Europeans, how's Rolls-Royce doing? Up, back up to 15. Back up to 15. Literally, right? Just what? Literally, not 2 weeks ago. I was doing updates, right? Up, Rolls-Royce, sub 14, right? I mentioned it. Rolls-Royce, sub 14. Now you're back at 15 already. Up about 10% if you bought that dip. Everyone feels like they missed out. It's all hindsight, I understand. But, like we say, you got to develop a watch list of these names and just wait for your, just pick your spots, you know? Wait for your mark. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you. One day at a time, one call at a time. Sometimes they work out right away, right? Sometimes they work out 2-3 days later. We just got to take what the market gives us. Yep. Man, DraftKings still holding. Still holding. I still think this one's setting up for a nice little rally here. BGS, B&G Foods. It's a company based out of New Jersey here in the States that make, they make like jarred pickles and, you know, like sweet peppers and stuff for the sandwich and shit. I love me the quiet under the radar stocks. I love it. I love it. Xerox still in play, I think. Hey, what's up, Lou? Can you tell me what the spiral is called and why used? Yeah, okay. So, basically, I'm a financial genius, okay? And what the spiral is kind of absolutely nothing. I just kind of threw it on and it looked cool. I don't even remember what this is called. Yeah, it's a fib spiral going counterclockwise. And yeah, I don't know. I just like put it there and stretched it out, and you know, I'm sticking to it. That's my path. Yeah, I never used that indicator before, but like I said, I threw it on and I was like, yeah, okay. As long as the indicator shows you what you want to see, then why not use it, right? Gap up on the SPY, that means we should go down. Means we should go down. Or we could just break the rules of trading and do whatever we want. Gap up on the SPY, be careful. These lines are annoying me now. Hey. Yeah. People keep asking, what's that spiral? Whoa, what does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what the hell I don't know what the hell a fib spiral is. But it looked good. Hey, at least I'm honest, right? In general, though, I do think B&G is in play. BGS. Yeah, no, I'm an honest man. It looked good, but honestly, I have no idea what it is, and you know, we're doing fine without it. But it just was interesting. It wasn't because I just pulled up this random indicator, and I feel like it is showing us the path, even though it's just some random fib spiral. So we'll see. We'll see over the next couple of months how it turns out. We'll see if it follows that spiral up. I still say it breaks up to that, what is it, like 5.5, 570, whatever that next trend line is. And shout out to Delhi, I think it was, who said, yeah, you know, they pay a dividend, but now the yield is so high, what if they cut the dividend? Which, of course, is an excellent question. In my opinion, though, I actually think because the company has been kind of volatile in the financials, I actually think that if they were to cut the dividend, it would benefit the stock price. But hopefully, they're able to keep it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's gonna start going up with the spiral, and then it's actually going to reverse and go back in time, and come all the way back around. So it's gonna be one hell of a trip. That's it. We're putting the fib spiral on the map, baby. Oh my goodness, Kramer. Kramer, this poor guy. Just gets roasted daily. Good old Jim Kramer. Freaking oil dropping, huh? Jeez. Jeez Louise. I still say S&P puts are in play, believe it or not. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. I feel like they've been suppressing Bitcoin. Is this... like, is something going on that we don't know about? I don't really follow crypto. You think it breaks down? Yeah, no, I think it does. I think it does. And again, technically we just gapped up, and which means we go down, and they took it all the way to the moving average, and then it just rejected hard. Big red can. It should be down here, I'm telling you. It should be down here. Look at that. Rivian back in the 17. Stock sucks. Fubo just chilling. Some people may just be getting impatient. But we usually do know that when the average person gets impatient, that usually kind of means that something's ready to happen. Pretty cold today. Hopefully we don't get any more snow. Oh, yeah, we're breaking this bitch down. We're breaking this bitch down. Yeah, I love it how it's showing a retracement back to the fib. My ass! On a gap up. On a gap up. What a crock. This freaking market's trying to push their bullshit over here. We ain't buying. Just out here trying to push your bullshit. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Yep. Yeah, whenever you're ready, sweetheart. Oh. Yeah, this guy's smart. Pulling a trailer of freaking cement, just jammed on the brakes. All right. Yeah, that's a good idea. This guy's gonna take out a whole block of houses. Chocolate rain. I don't know any other words. Chocolate rain. Oh, the drop is gonna be glorious. I see the drop, and it looks glorious. Up, up. Here comes the bullshit. Chocolate rain. I'm about to draw out a fib spiral on the S&P right here. Chocolate rain. Let me show you guys how to do this. All right, here we go. Wait, fib spiral. No, wait. Just give me spiral. Just give me spiral. No, no, no. Why? Yeah, it doesn't, hmm. Holy shit. The hell's that say? Can't. Wow, that's some indicator, man. Alright, wait, hold on. Which was it exactly? Whoa. I forgot about that. Fib spiral. I have no idea. How was it not showing me, bro? what I'm asking. Just a fib spiral, huh? Hmm. Hmm. Always goes up. Yeah, this is interesting. I found it no problem last time. Interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Well, no spiral for you. Finally coming back to the gap up. Alright, what'd I tell you? What did I tell you, huh? What did I tell you? Chocolate rain. Hmm. Why does it taste so sweet? You know what all the call buyers are saying right now over here? I can't believe you've done this. Because that's what the market does best, baby. Yep. 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 S&P below gap up. If you know, you know. Oh, wait a minute. I knew. Shit. Hold on. Let me grab my little,
That was easy.
There it is. Just gotta remind yourself how good you are, you know? Because occasionally you got like a thin-skinned European who gets very upset because I was calling people pikers. You know, because there's 250 people in the Discord and there's only 4 of you following trades, so I call it like I see it, baby. Got 200 pikers in here. And people get offended. They want to leave. Yeah, you can leave if you want. I mean, I wouldn't if I were yous, but to each their own. Thank you, Killian. It's going back down. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're going back down. She'll be coming random and when she come. She'll be coming random and when she come. Bye. Ah. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. First class, my friend. First class. Oop. Up, up, up. 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 Whoa. Ah, 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 ah. I laugh. I laugh in your face. Do you ever notice anytime someone flips out and gets emotional on me, everyone else, we have a great next day. We have a great next day. Think about it. Really think about it. You remember that guy Wares? Right? That guy was the same way, man. Sent me a donation, started flipping out. Oh, I sent this guy a donation, blah, blah, blah. Pulls up my LinkedIn page and shit, tried to dox me. You remember that? Second he left, started nailing trades. Same thing with the kid Peter, right? Kid was crying all the time, talking about his two stocks. Said, bro, you're a freaking pain in the ass. Boom, he leaves, what happens? Everything starts working out. We had Gloria bitch about MBOT. Next day, new highs. We had, who was it? Scott. That guy Scott was flipping out about MBOT. Next day it popped and we got good news. I mean, this is why I tell you, bro. The people who suck, the people who are pikers, will subconsciously tell you what is coming. Every time they bitch, every time they talk shit, the next day we hit home runs. So at this point, I welcome it. I don't care. I want someone every day to flip out on me and leave the Discord. Go ahead. Please, do us a favor. Oop. Oop. S&P lows of the day. 1 second here. Let me just...
That was easy.
Yeah, just had to grab that real quick for you guys. When you wake up on Monday and go 3 for 3 for SPY puts, you do whatever you want. I'm living the whatever the fuck I want life. Did I say to the 6820s or did I say to the 6820s? Why does it taste so sweet? Yeah, you guys notice also we're not getting any S&P SPY chart updates or key levels to keep an eye on today. You notice that, right? When you go 3 for 3 on SPY options, Captain Hindsight doesn't show up. When you make the SPY your bitch, Captain Spine Sight doesn't show up. Fucking pikers. Oh, sorry. Uh, people who are not as serious as I am. I wouldn't want to offend, I wouldn't want to offend any Europeans or anyone out there. I know you do. This is the best channel because I know for a fact they're not doing what we're doing. And I could be pretty damn entertaining. If I'm in a good mood, it depends. I don't know. Sometimes I'm bipolar. I don't know. Yeah, I don't hear anyone crying today. Captain Hindsight keeping to himself. Yeah, this is how you start the week. This is how you start the week. Bro, I just can't believe, yo, the poll was your idea. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it. It all happened because of you. I'm taking no blame. This fucking guy's like, oh, why don't you do a poll? That was it. That was it. The last freaking poll I ever do, I'll tell you that much. What was he saying, though, before he left? I gotta try to remember what he said. I mean, he was crying, talking a lot of piker nonsense that made him look very, very bad. I don't know what he thought he was accomplishing, because obviously, we can see, even from today, I have the mind of a champion. So, I really don't know who he thought he was attacking, or I'm sorry, putting in their place, whatever. But, oh, he mentioned SMCI. He mentioned SMCI. Now, this was Duke. This was a European who apparently got a little sand in his vagina. SMCI calls here. Like I said, you gotta. The Pikers tell you, bro. The Pikers tell you what's coming. Yeah, I'll even put in my opinion. There you go. Right? I mean, it's all my opinion. Whew. Back in the 6820s. Ha ha. Why does it taste so sweet? Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty good at this, man. I should like start a channel or get a community going or something. There she goes. Well, the good news is if you listened, bought late, sold early, it doesn't really matter. Ha ha ha. I love it. I love it. Spy puts for the win. Dubs in the chat. Give me some shades, actually. Give me dubs. Give me shades in the chat. You want to talk about really pissing off the pikers? There's a way now where I could flip the stream and have it convert to members only stream. So you'd have to be a member to watch the stream. Right? So people think I'm like some scumbag. Let me tell you something. I could really be a scumbag if I wanted to. Hey, Shades in the chats. XRX Leap. Could sell $2 puts for Jan 27 and get $190 for them. That's a good idea. Now it's your turn to stream to me. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, I mean, any way you'd personally want to strategize about playing Xerox, of course, is entirely your own prerogative. But in general, I do believe long term, I know you were looking at, you said January 27. That's what I mean. Long term, I really do believe we start to see it climb back up to $4 or $5 on some news. And obviously, if you have shares or if you have options, you should make a pretty penny. If everything works out. But I think it will. I think it will. A lot of people didn't have faith in IBM when I was talking about it. That stacks up nice. A lot of people were like, oh, why do you keep talking about Intel? Boom. Huge news with Intel. BlackBerry, right? That's what I mean. The plays are out there. There's money in them there hills. It looks like the dividend stocks are holding up, though. You can see Campbell's green. Disney staying green all day. Verizon hasn't really moved that much, right? PM slightly green. All the dividend players are getting a little bit of attention here. Oh, Palantir, 180. Yeah, oil obviously was a little early on that oil call. But hopefully we see like a 3-4% bounce back tomorrow. So if anyone jumped in USO calls, hopefully that works out for you. Silver had that dip. After we mention it, again, dollar's been staying up, right? So we got gold, we got silver chilling out. Bitcoin continuing to stay red. XRX selling $2 puts. Current price means you get 3/4 what you have to reserve as premium to 14-month trade, but still a strong show. Hard to lose, it seems. Okay, awesome. Appreciate you laying out that strategy for us. And if anybody wants to follow you, they now have a plan. What? Your mama. How about that? Coming in here, what you be talking about my mama? You don't buy calls on Coke, you buy shares. Man comes in here and says, you mama. Must have been dropped on your head as a kid. I know you ain't coming in my stream talking about my mama. So I pity the fool. I pity the fool who talk about my mama. I get knocked down, but I get up again. We could look at Coke, though. How's she holding up today? Whew. Went back up to... Whew. My goodness. Man. See, this is what I mean. Like, 80% of this community should have this stock. Should have their stock in their retirement account. I know a couple of people grabbed some Coke shares in the IRAs and whatnot, or whatever you may have in your country. ISA, whatever the hell. This son of a bitch is going to break lower. This son of a bitch is going to break lower. He rocks his I rock Z. He rocks it well. He's spinning donuts out in front of Taco Bell. The girls are wanting him so bad and he can tell. That's a classic track right there. A lot of people don't even know about that. This market's going even lower, man. Yep. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I shred for holidays. You know I can. Four finger tapping, yeah, Van Halen is the man. Yeah, I sit here, I entertain myself, I say a lot of nonsense, but as I always say, I do hope you're all doing well. And if you're not, then perhaps we should examine and maybe change one or two things. You mentioned Coke. How's KO doing? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I actually would say KO calls, but it's gonna like do this, and then it should reject again. What a great call from here. You remember from the support level? That was a beautiful bounce. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems hard to time. Yeah, it was a good call. Right now, it seems hard to time though because again, like we looked, we have a lot of dividend stocks holding green, so like it should do this and then that, but right, we try not to force trades. We try not to, even though we want to trade like animals and make money all day. Yeah, Hershey, same thing. You can see we had the drop down, and then look how stable it's become. And I think it's strictly because of the dividend. Again, called that break a little early. I mean, they are coming off a decent quarter. But, I mean, I still think this should actually come back down here. Yeah, you know what it is again? The dividend stocks may hold up better, but I do still believe that overall, we may keep slipping. At least this month. So, I just don't know if the dividend will be enough strength to keep up a Hershey, a Coca-Cola, a Disney. Watch, they're gonna try to bounce this. Watch. 6856. So we come down to like there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Hershey. I know I mentioned puts I don't know, like a week or two ago. That was obviously terrible timing. Yeah, so technically, if we see like one or two candles close above this trend line I'm holding right here, then technically we should climb back up to the other trend line, which as you see would be like 68.60. So if we happen to spike up and get above this level, you may want to consider SPY calls. However, I don't know what the catalyst would be to pump it. Yeah, and this is why, again, I spoke about the January effect again, when the new year starts. So if we're planning to have a good 26 and start the year green and pump everything, then we will have to go down before we pump. Which is why I feel, that's the reason why the last couple of weeks have been extremely volatile. And now all of a sudden you notice right near year end, all these people are coming out. Oh, AI bubble, I sold Nvidia, right? Palantir's overvalued, I shorted it, right? All of a sudden you're starting to hear the opposite headlines. Yep, FOMC. Again, that's all bullshit, right? I mean, they come out, they say they can't cut rates, then all of a sudden they're like, oh, maybe we could cut rates, and now everyone's like, oh, rate cuts coming, even though they said we really can't cut rates. So I have no idea what's going on right now. But the one thing I do know for a fact is that this is all bullshit. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Yep. Up. Make a break time. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Like, people don't even say hello. Yeah, I like Sentinel-1. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Hello. Come fly with me, let's fly away. People hit me up 2 in the afternoon. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm working. Money never sleeps. Look at Disney. I don't know what the heck's going on over there. Hey, oil come back a little bit. All right. All right. May have been early, but might not be wrong. Ready, steady. These days are hot and heavy. There's so much more left to say, but there's ego in my way. Yeah, Ford I actually knew was human, and he used to speak often. But I know he's got a lot going on. I was just busting some chops. That other guy playing Final Fantasy Tactics apparently has yet to respond to me, as he is engrossed in the tactics. Oh. Rejected! Right, and that's what I mean. People come in here, they take up space. And I was like, hey, what's going on? You know, I had to try to make conversation. Oh, what are you playing? The remastered game, huh? Like, you can't even talk to me about a game you're playing, let alone listen to my recommendations. Like, what the heck are you even doing in here? Hey, Slick Rick. Yeah, I might just kick you for the fuck of it, honestly. If it ain't Diablo 2, it's crap. Hey. Now, this man knows what he's talking about, boys and girls. Diablo 2, one of the best games ever made. Love me some Diablo 2. S&P doesn't know what to do. Let me pull up. I like to look at some difference. I pull up Yahoo Finance occasionally just to see what nonsense they're pushing. Paramount taking over the world, apparently. Supreme Court signals it backs Trump's firing of agency leaders. Fantastic. Hmm. Copper climbs to record. ASTS still above 70 for some reason. Marvell down again, huh? But yeah, I don't know. I might just start kicking people. I don't know. You know, they say a kick a day keeps the pikers at bay, you know? Look at this. They tell me not to use trend lines. Look at this. It is all about the trend lines. Yep. Yep. Rejected. Yeah, what happened to all those fake bullshit pumps they were pulling all year? Oh, I'm so confused. Yep. Oh, and there it goes. Don't call it a comeback. Let's see, let's see. Yeah, calls. I think calls. Yeah, calls, 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 calls. There you go, Niels. What I say, bro? The Pikers tell us what's coming, right? The guy was crying about SMCI. That means it's in play. Tale as old as time. And don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. It's coming, baby. It's coming. Let him watch. Let him watch. Bring all the other traders in here. Let him watch. Let him watch. Let him watch. Oh, I'm so damn good at this shit. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. There's a lot of bullshitters out there trying to scam people out of their money every month. Buy my course, buy my book. If only there was like a trustworthy, honest individual who had a good head on his shoulders, who maybe actually was like a licensed professional, who did this on a larger scale. Oh, wait, that's me. Ha ha ha. That's me.
That was easy.
That's me. You found me. Oh, why does it taste so sweet? All about the rate cuts. I said it's all about the rate cuts, baby. Oh man, I wish you guys could smell this right now. Oh my god. Oh, it's good shit. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. I'm getting so tired from winning. I'm sitting here yawning. Man, this guy Trump was right, man. I am actually starting to get tired of friggin' winning. This is crazy. Uh-oh. 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 Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. There it is. Up. Beautiful. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, I might have to make a little sandwich or something. Man down. Yeah. Let him watch. Let him watch. No, no, that was the herbal refreshment before the sandwich. Got some nice fresh turkey downstairs. It's funny, I'll be honest. When it comes to like Thanksgiving, the turkey, not a big fan. Not a big fan. However, I have been enjoying turkey cold cuts. A little turkey sandwich. Mm. It's funny how that works, huh? I ain't brining shit. All right? Yes, Lucio calls, in my opinion. Smoked turkey, yeah, yeah. There was the yeah. I know everybody has different brands, but we have a boar's head over here, obviously. Definitely better than Black Bear, in my opinion. But bro, they came out with that Pitcraft turkey. Whew, phenomenal. Definitely not good for you, but it's phenomenal. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Yo, markets are probably gonna pump across the board. In my opinion, you could even grab QQQ calls probably also. Yeah, try that next time. Pitcraft turkey, bro. Just like you said, it's like smoked the way they do it, but it's got so much of that flavor, and it just like completely transforms it from just like I have a turkey and cheese. No, no, you haven't. Pitcraft turkey and cheese. It's got big flavor. I think it was like last week too. I actually had some bacon in the fridge. Oh man, it was dangerous, bro. I took the Pitcraft turkey, melted some cheese on there, had the bacon on there. It was cholesterol on bread, baby. But damn, it was good. Aw, I have no more coffee. All right, you guys watch that. I'll be right back. All right, my bad. We're back. We're back. Uh, hey Marcel, how you doing, brother? Happy to see you. Happy to see you. All right, we're still above this trend line. You're gonna have to watch it though. The president is speaking right now, and I'm just sitting here watching it. Talking about affordability right now. We may see a climb in the last hour right here.
They say egg prices are up like 90% more than that. And I said, I just got here. I didn't know about it. Anyway, she got those prices down to below what they were before. She's doing a great job now. Beef is starting to come down, and some other things are starting to come down. Again, we inherited these problems, but we're getting them down. Go ahead, please.
Yes, in fact, basically, remember the egg issue we're learned about it. He said we're not going to use vaccine that doesn't work. We're going to develop the vaccine that does. But that 100% what it takes, we have to make decisions based on facts. And President Trump, the trade issues, I want to thank you for exposing what other countries are doing to us. I want to mention one specifically for the benefit of Cabinet Scott. I hope they're paying attention to it. That the European Union deforestation regulation, where they are imposing on our landowners rules that were established for a bill, and now they're telling the Americans what they can and can't do. They are telling the American farmer that if their timber is cut and they are going to use that land for pasture land or production agriculture, that they will not take the timber or the byproducts from the sale of that timber. And I have told Jim a little earlier.
There you go.
We need to make it clear to Europe, Mr. President.
You will give me a two-paragraph statement, and I will give that to them. They will do what they have to do.
Yes,
There you go. Always helping them, and they do this kind of stuff. And they pass little regulations that cost billions of dollars. It takes them 2 minutes to do it. They do it. Very tough. No good. You give me a couple of paragraphs, so we have to do a lengthy study, and I'll get that changed fast. Okay?
Thank you very much, President. We love you.
Every day it's something else.
A country that can't feed itself doesn't know what bring minutes. And so thank you for making sure that our farmers have the tools they need so that we as a country can feed ourselves.
Well, just what you said to me about the European Union, I think that's the European Union. We have to be able to act quickly with tariffs. We can't just go to a committee, go to a study. It takes 7 months and talk. We've got to be able to act quickly. So thank you very much.
This is live on Fox News, by the way, if you guys are near a TV, if you want to watch.
Farm country, thank you very much. In the
Okay. Newsmax too.
My young staffers call it OB3. There is a tremendous amount for farmers and ranchers. You mentioned the credit as far as SD tax, which is so important. You analyzed it just right. But also in there, we enhanced ARC and PLC, which is a countercyclical safety net, thanks to the strong leadership of Senator Bozeman, our colleagues in the House. And we also included the farmer act, which is my bill to make crop insurance more affordable. These tools will kick in next year, Mr. President, in a big, big way for our farmers. Big time. And people aren't even really looking at it, but it's going to be a very big deal. So today is all about bridging to get there. I want to thank Secretary Bassett, Jameson Greer, they're tremendous. And they're negotiating hard out there for farmers and ranchers. And I know it's because you're setting the tone. But this is that bridge. And so we need to come back to Secretary Ross. Thank your leadership on this was vital. And Mr. President, you're right, they love your farm country out there. All you have to do is drive out and see the flags and the signs all over there. Right? It's a great honor. Yeah, so the best thing. This is really important. Really important for our farmers. Thank you. You're doing a great job too, Jim. Thank you. And whatever we need, we get through the Senate, we get through the House, we'll get it done. I think we'll start maybe with Gordon Powell and go through the place that I'm very happy with.
I hail from the great state of Iowa. I'm surrounded here by some of the greatest farmers in the area, and
Cream.
Nice farmers. We've got all sorts of cotton farmers, everything. Everything is here represented so well. And first off, from me, I want to say thank you for this bridge payment. It's Christmas early for farmers. And just to kind of have an icebreaker story, I've got a 2-year-old little boy at home. 2-year-old little boy and a 4-month-old little girl. And the other day I was reading my little boy a story at night, putting him to bed. He said, Daddy, I don't want Santa Claus to come to our house for Christmas. I want President Trump. And I think Mr. Trump, I think you brought Christmas to farmers with this bridge payment. We'll be able to farm another year. Help us get by. It's such an honor to be here with you. I lost my grandfather. And he instilled in me at an early age to love the land, to take pride in what we do. Is that a machine accident? It was a machine accident. And it gets in your blood to farm. It's in our blood. Despite what happened, I want my 2-year-old to farm. I want my 4-month-old daughter to have an opportunity. And what you're doing here in DC is working. You have the backbone to stand up to other countries for trade. You're getting things done. Tax provisions. I'll be able to potentially pass on a farm to my children because of you. Ethanol. You're working for ethanol. Trying to get E15 year round. We're dealing with California. Prop 12. Let's continue to work on that. I think we can have a lot of domestic product used here. You are, and if we keep that E15, you could have the biggest 15. E15 is a great deal. Year round. You could have the biggest stamp. I did that. Trump did that, and we would thank you. Farmers would love it more than anything. If we could continue that. Continue to use domestic product. Use the byproducts, and even be able to export to other countries. And so what you've done here, and just having us here in the White House with you, sitting beside the secretary and all these other great individuals here, what a true honor. And I will take pride in this meeting, and I will take this home for many generations to come. And because of what you're doing, hopefully them generations can stay on the whole land farm.
Well, we're gonna bring you into the Oval Office when you finish the farmers. Nobody else is just the farmers. We'll take some pictures. Our representatives also. They're doing a great job, John. John and Austin, we appreciate it. You're doing a great job. Meryl, go ahead, please tell us about rice.
Rice. Well, thank you first of all for inviting me here, and my friend, the secretary. You have a lady right here. She really is. Along with being a mother of 3 and a wife, I run my family's agribusiness, Kennedy Rice Mill, in a little town called Rouge, Louisiana. About we employ around 150 people taking rice from the field to a finished product, supplying some of the largest food companies that many of you would know here domestically, but also abroad. And my sisters and I, because there's 4 of us, right? I'm the youngest of 4 daughters, started our own rice brand a few years ago to just tell the story of American agriculture that hadn't really been told before. But I wish I was here under better terms. I'll tell you, I think the rice industry thanks you sincerely for what you have done for the California rice market into Japan. It has been monumental for our industry. But us in the South are really struggling. I mean, this is not just a crisis, I would say.
What's up, Oddie? It's the TV, brother.
That really are true
I'm just listening to the news. I don't know. I mean, we all know Trump could say something right now. Freaking market could explode 300 points. I have no idea.
India, Thailand, even China to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico used to be one of the largest markets for U.S. rice. We haven't shipped rice from Puerto Rico in years. So this has been happening for years. This didn't start during your administration, but unfortunately, we're seeing it in a much bigger way now. The tariffs are working, but we need to double down because, well, they're cheating, right? They're they're just subsidizing and then
India, tell me about India, right? It's India, they have to pay tariffs. Do they have an exemption on rice?
No, sir, we're still working on their trade deal, so
Yeah, but they should be nothing. I mean, I heard that for months. You can't do that.
there's a WTO case against India.
Give me the countries, if you could, go ahead. India, who else?
So India,
No, let's just,
yes, sir.
This guy's going to work.
I wish he was younger.
He did get a third.
Yeah.
so Puerto Rico used to do a lot of business and now you're.
100% Puerto Rico was U.S. based,
All right.
and
So easy to sell.
but there's others too.
I love this guy.
Rice is more than just a commodity, it's a currency in many of these
You
countries.
love rice, right?
I love rice. Yeah, I'm gonna get you to love rice too. The next time you're not gonna have a button for a Coke, you're gonna have a button for rice.
The farmers know what they do.
Yeah, that's true. Well, our farmers can feed this nation and many nations abroad, but we need fair trade, not free trade. And so we appreciate what you've done today, and we appreciate what you did with the big beautiful bill. I mean, my word, you really changed reference prices, and we're hopeful that we can even move that further. And that rice
Here comes the pump.
been over 40 years, so we're going to struggle. We're going to max out on our payments probably. So that's something that I know those in Congress can potentially help us with to change. But again, we appreciate everything you're doing.
This solved so quickly with tariffs to these countries that are illegally shipping. Solved, your problem was solved in one day. That's why we have to win the Supreme Court case. That's one day that problem solved. It's so unfair. They go out of business, they put everyone out of business. That's what they did to our car industry. We lost more than 50% of our car industry because of that. We lost our chip industry, went to Taiwan because of that. If you had a president that said, no, you can't do that, it's 100% or 200% tariff on chips if you make them outside of the United, we would have never lost our chip industry. But we're gonna have 40 or 50% of it back for sure. Because they're all coming in now from Taiwan, they're building chip companies, but it's the same thing with rice. Thank you, Don. Thank you. It'll be good, and we'll get it solved very quickly. We just need the countries, just give us the names of the countries.
It'll be done by the end of the week. By the end of the week, you're going to hear news of tariff increases on India, Pakistan, everything. Every country.
So they're to subsidize their products that they can keep on.
Yeah, who did that?
The Indians out there, the two largest brands.
They won't take care of it. So, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I'll give him a call. I'll take care of him. Bro, I'm telling you, S&P up here, end of the day.
In the interest of affordability with this aid package, I assume that that's something you want consumers to see before midterms next year. How quickly will that affect prices in the grocery store?
Well, I think the prices are gonna be going down already. I mean, the prices are way down. We brought prices way down from what it was. We inherited high prices. We inherited the biggest inflation in the history of our country. That means prices going up. And we brought it down very substantially. Now inflation is essentially gone. We have it normalized, and it'll go down even a little bit further. You don't want it to be deflation either. You have to be careful. But we brought it way down. We had inflation that was the highest in the history of our country. They say 48 years, but I say the history. 48 years is pretty bad too, right? So we're solving those problems. We're bringing it way down.
Do you consider MAHA incentives for farmers that go by MAHA guidelines?
Well, a lot of the farmers like those MAHA guidelines, yeah. So they do. We like MAHA.
How you feeling?
Yeah, let me answer that. So this is another reason I didn't mention it, but this is another reason I think that what we're moving into is a golden age for agriculture. As Secretary Kennedy and I, and across our cabinet, the president's leadership, focusing on making America healthy again. The undergirding foundational effort in that is our agriculture industry. It is our farmers and our ranchers. So as the new dietary guidelines come out in early January, where USDA alone spends $400 million a day on nutrition programs, that's a whole other SNAP, fraud, etc. But when you think about what a market mover that is, as we begin to move the market toward more locally produced, American-made, healthier products, closer to the schools, the hospitals, etc., you again begin to open up so much of the market for the great products produced by these farmers instead of ultra-processed foods out of a box. So there's a lot that's going to be coming from that as well. I'm really excited.
Question. It's not related to farming, but it will entertain. I'm Karen from Adult TV. Karen Cashinova, and I'm not fake news, just so you know. And everybody's talking about the pipe bomber over the weekend, the suspect that was taken into custody. I reported on Biden's kangaroo court for 4 years. And this is an important question to me. Everyone knows that J6 was a federal direction to set you and your supporters up. So my question is, what's your gut instinct about the new pipe bomber suspect taken into custody? Does your instinct tell you that he acted alone? And also, Mr. President, how do you feel about the lead prosecutor on the pipe bomber case? Jocelyn Valentin is the same prosecutor that allegedly asked the J6er to lie to frame you for J6 when you did nothing wrong. What are your thoughts?
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that question. It's sort of a statement, and I appreciate it very much. Jocelyn is being looked at. They all
Whew.
looked at. But
That woman came prepared.
this was a whole Democrat hoax. The whole thing was a Democrat hoax. And it's all being looked at. I appreciate it.
Or is more expected? Is this the final leg of the
It depends on where we go. China's buying a lot, other countries are buying.
Slicky, I see you, brother.
They don't want aid. They want just to have a level.
That's awesome.
See that more with farmers than any other industry, right there.
My man.
We've seen it more with farmers where I've had meetings like this, primarily the first term, and we did a great job. We turned it around. This is going to be the golden age. But the farmers don't want aid. They want to have a level playing field. Because if they have a level playing field, they'll do better than anybody else. They're better than anybody else. Our product is incredible. Our machinery is incredible, right? I mean, we do have the best machines. It's a very big statement I made, though. The environmental excess that we have put onto our tractors and all of our machinery. Do you all agree with that, by the way? You don't.
Yeah, it's gotta go.
It doesn't do anything except make the machines break all the time.
Yeah.
And I must say, I like to buy old machinery. I said, buy old because it's better. The new stuff is terrible. It never works. Never works.
You should buy puts on John Deere right now. You should buy puts on John Deere right now.
This is ABC fake news.
Look at that. Look at that. Now.
The secretary to release that full video.
So every vote we have, every vote saved 25,000 American lives. That was a boat loaded up with drugs. I saw the video. They were trying to turn the boat back to where it could float. And we didn't want to see that because that boat was loaded up with drugs just like everything else. But every boat we shoot down, and I don't know if you know, we're 92 or 94% down in drugs coming in by the sea. And we're trying to find who are the 6%. Because I don't know, people aren't liking to drive boats right now loaded up with drugs. But every single, think of that, every single boat we shoot out, on average, we save 25,000 American lives. Do you feel okay about that, Gordon?
Keep us safe.
Okay. I know my man. What did I do? You okay with that?
Is he releasing the full video?
Didn't I just tell you that?
You said that it was up to
Most
secretary.
obnoxious reporter in the whole. Obnoxious and terrible. Actually, a terrible reporter. And it's always the same thing with you. I told you, whatever Pete Hegseth wants to do is okay with me.
And I just have a quick question. There's at least 20 House Republicans who have either said they're going to retire or not run again.
And Democrats also, and Democrats.
Right, do you have
Well,
any?
why don't you mention them? How many Democrats you
No,
got?
do you?
How many Democrats?
Well, that's what I was gonna ask.
Well, why don't you tell me the number of Democrats? No, I'm not concerned. I think we're gonna do well.
I fucking love this guy.
Greatest economy. We're gonna have the greatest economy in history. How many Democrats are retiring?
I love it.
How come you only know the Republicans, but not the Democrats? Because you should know the Democrats. You're totally unprepared. Go ahead.
Fantastic.
I'm from New York State, and I also have a quick follow-up. Congresswoman Elise Stefanik is among those who is running for New York governor.
He's right.
Bruce Blakeman, who you also mentioned.
He's great, and she's great. They're both great people. We have a lot of great people at the Republican Party. Go ahead.
Can I get back to farming?
Yeah.
You talked about the profitability issue, the machinery playing a role in that, and fertilizer plays another role. Now, a lot of that, the way I understand it, it comes in from Canada, different countries like that. What are we doing to bolster domestic fertilizer production to help make that more affordable? And then I think that will
Well,
transition
one
out.
of the things, a lot of it does come in from Canada. And so we'll end up putting very severe tariffs on that if we have to, because that's the way you want to bolster here. And we can do it here. We can all do that here. But I would say, what you do, you put very severe tariffs on from coming into other countries. You'll be making your own fertilizer very soon.
In fact, Secretary Berger, this cabinet is so remarkable. Instead of just seeing each other every month, we're literally.
John Deere, lows of the day. I told you. Jump on board. Yeah, that was easy. Hold on one sec.
That was easy.
There you go. All day. Making money hand over fist on this channel all day. Pushing that button. Yeah. That's why I wanted to hear what he was saying.
So that's why the president has been very unequivocal in saying we got to figure out why all these input costs are skyrocketing. All of our farmers are struggling, which we're going to do. That's a great question.
When they take like fertilizer out of the country, all of a sudden you don't do it anymore. Then they start charging and sending very high prices from other countries. Whether
It's still in play, brother.
we're not going to let that happen.
It's an overall play. After what he said.
You spoke about soybeans and how the quality here in the United States obviously is a lot better.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, is the default of this administration, because that's an issue I understand with root vegetables, citrus as well. Is the default of this administration that even if it's a little bit more expensive homegrown, you will choose homegrown over cheaper produce abroad?
I like homegrown. Some things we can't grow because we don't have the heat. There's some things, the delicacies, or maybe not such delicacies, but they grow better in warmer climates, very warm climates actually. But for the most part, I like homegrown.
Mr. Becker, thank you. One on this announcement and then one on foreign policy, if I may. Are you open to tapping into tariff revenue again? Should farmers find they need additional relief to get to that level?
Well, yeah, if we're going to make the farmers so strong, and I'm not even talking about financially, because they just want to be able to produce what they can produce, and we're going to make them so strong that it will be indeed a golden age for farmers. We had it going in the first administration, and then Biden came in. Oh, there today. They had no idea what they did. I mean, I think they hated the farm. I love the farm. That's why I got 94% of the vote for the farmers, but they hated the farmers. I love the farmers. Go ahead.
And then on Russia and Ukraine, obviously your administration has been having talks with each side. I think that there is no peace deal at this point. Will your administration stay engaged in those talks to effort a peace deal?
I just want to see people stop from being killed. We don't, as you know, Joe Biden gave them $350 billion. And I gave them nothing. I did give javelins at the beginning and knocked out a hell of a lot of tanks, but and Obama gave sheets. Remember, Obama gave sheets and I gave javelins. But no, we have a great situation going over there, except for one problem. We got a lot of people dying, and I want to see that stop. So you have mostly Ukrainian soldiers and Russian soldiers. Last month, 27,000 soldiers died, mostly soldiers. people from the dropping of a missile in the middle of Kiev or wherever, which is a terrible thing. But mostly soldiers. 27,000 soldiers died last month. That's what I want to see start. We, as you know, we now sell equipment to NATO at full price, and NATO takes that equipment and probably gives it to Ukraine. I guess they can give it to others too, but for the most part, give it to Ukraine. They're working with Ukraine in terms of distribution of equipment, missiles, etc. But we aren't spending money. What we are doing is spending time on a humane basis. We want to see if we can stop the killing of 27. It would have never happened. This war would have never happened if the election weren't rigged. If I were president, this war would have never happened.
President Trump, your question, the soybean purchases. You talked a lot, obviously, about China's soybean purchases. Some lawmakers from North and South Carolina have raised concern that U.S. tobacco farmers were told that China would not purchase food-cured tobacco this year. Has that come up in your conversations at all?
But we're doing well, the tobacco people, because of the deals I made, and they're doing very well. But that could be, if it's the case, I can get it solved very quick.
President Trump, let us know how you settled on this $12 billion or $11 billion plus $1 more billion figure.
We looked at how they were hurt, to what extent they were hurt. We did a very, steady progression of charts, and we figured out a very exact number, and it was about $12 billion.
President Trump, if you had one Christmas wish for America besides making American farmers great again, what would it be?
I would say very simply, I go by a statement. When people ask that question, remember that question was asked to Ted Kennedy, and they said, well, what are you going to do to make America great? And he couldn't answer the question. I have a very simple. We're going to make America greater than ever before, and we're going to do it through a series of tariffs, intelligent taxes, and incentives. And our country has never been stronger. We've never had anything like coming in. We have $18 trillion coming into our country right now. There's never been anything like it. And if you ask me that, I'll say, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing because there's never been anything like that. The biggest number ever in history was $2 trillion, and we're at $18 trillion. This is money pouring into our country on building car plants, or building AI plants. We just want to keep doing exactly what we're doing because nothing like this has ever happened in the history of the world, not just our country. There's never been, Scott, would you say that's right? There's never been anything like the investments coming into America.
Do you support the Paramount deal, sir, on healthcare, Mr. President? 22 million Americans are expected to see their healthcare insurance premiums start to rise by the beginning of next year.
You're talking about because Obamacare is so bad?
Yes, well, sir, because the Obamacare something is expiring.
Because Obamacare is so bad.
What is the Republican plan? What can happen on your watch?
What I'm going to do is, if the Democrats go along with it, which they don't want to because they want to make the insurance companies very rich, okay? I want the money to be paid to the people to go out and buy their own health care instead of paying to the, the insurance companies, their stock has gone up 1,700% in a short period of time. Did you know that? 1,700. You wish your corn went up, but the insurance companies, stock has gone up by 1,700%, 1,800%. They're taking in trillions of dollars. I don't want to pay the insurance companies anything, and I know a lot of them, but they're owned by the Democrats, and the Democrats have. Obamacare is a setup to make insurance companies rich.
100%.
And I want to pay the people, and I want the people to go out and buy their own health care. And that's what we want to do, and that's what the Republicans want to do, because Obamacare is a disaster. And I said it 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, it was always a disaster. It's bad health care that's too expensive for people. And now your premiums, and you said it better than I said. You said the Obamacare premiums are going to go up. They're going way up. And what I want to do is have the money, and you know who's getting that money? A lot of it is the insurance companies. I want the people to get the money and go out and buy their own health care. And everybody wants that, right? Okay.
When will that get put in law enforcement?
Any reaction on the time that was supposed to X by the European?
For what?
To X, to the platform X, the time that.
Amazing. You're talking about, is that European Union or is it Who did that? European Union or UK? Whoa, that's a nasty one. Elon has not called me to ask for help in that one. But no, it's a tough thing. I don't think it's right. No, I don't think it's right. I don't see how they can do that. I'll speak about it later. I'm gonna get a full report on
I
it.
actually think Elon already sued him.
Look, Europe has to be very careful. Doing a lot of things. We want to keep Europe. Europe is going in some bad directions. It's very bad for the people. We don't want Europe to change so much. You go in some very bad directions. That was a big thing.
You directed a review of the childhood vaccine schedule possibly to match what is on par with peer nations in Europe. Would you support ending federal mandates and just making those recommendations for schools?
You're gonna have to say it again.
As far as the vaccine,
Louder.
as far as the vaccine schedule for children, would you support ending the federal mandates and making it optional for
Well, we're
schools?
looking at a lot of things having to do with vaccines and with the different. I think we take like 88 different shots all wrapped up in one big glass of stuff like that, and we're going to be reducing it very substantially.
Do you support the paramount?
I told you guys
We're going to be reducing.
in my Trump video at the beginning of the year. Again, I may have been early, but I told you guys, stay away from insurance companies because he's going to regulate that whole freaking thing and bring premiums way down, which is going to eat into their profits. I told you guys to try to stay away from these food companies if you could, processed food companies,
I mean, none of that.
pharmaceutical companies.
I want to do what's right. It's so very important to do what's right.
Paramount is supported by Jared Kushner, Mr. President. Would that impact your decision?
If Paramount is, I don't know, I've never spoken. He's really trying to work on Gaza. I think he's trying to.
It wants to go up.
Anything else that is on Christmas Eve as the these teams being fitted with sleigh reels?
It might be temporary, because they still need the equipment.
Neat.
Sleigh rails on the beast, yes.
Support that?
Go ahead.
That Republican plan that you just talked about when it comes to healthcare, when do you expect Republicans to put
We're
that on?
looking at it very strongly, and we're also going to the Democrats and asking them to do it. The Democrats want to make the insurance companies rich. They're all paid off by the insurance companies. A tremendous amount of the insurance company funding goes to Democrats. Why don't you ask that question of the Democrats? Because I would love to do it. I'd like all of the money to go to the people. They go to the people. You know, I put that out 2 weeks ago. It became #1 viral. People love it. I want the money to go for healthcare, to go to the people and let the people buy their own healthcare through an account.
And the government will
They
pay
can buy
for it.
their own healthcare. And everybody loves it, except for the Democrats. And you know why they don't? Because they're paid off by the insurance companies. Okay, what else?
Yeah.
Follow the money.
Down as U.S. Attorney for the District of New Jersey after the courts disqualified her. Do you have any comment on that?
She's not disqualified. You get a blue slip thing that's horrible. It's a horrible thing. It makes it impossible to appoint a judge or U.S. attorney, and it's a shame. And the Republicans should be ashamed of themselves that they allow this to go on. Because I can't appoint a U.S. attorney that's not a Democrat. Because they put a block on it. So if you appoint in Virginia or in New Jersey or in California, a U.S. attorney or a judge. The judge situation is ridiculous. The only people that you can get by are Democrats because they will put a hold on it. If I put up George Washington and Abraham Lincoln to be U.S. attorney in New Jersey or to be U.S. attorney in Virginia, we have Democrat senators. They will not approve them. This is a gentleman's agreement that's lasted for too long, and it doesn't make it, especially in light of what's going on today. It means you can't appoint a Republican U.S. attorney, and we don't play the same game with them. But they do. And I hope that somebody speaks to Senator Grassley about doing something about the blue slip, because I'm telling you, John, I put up great people, top people, highest education, the best lawyers to be like U.S. attorney. And both senators, it only takes one. But if they're Democrat senators, they say we're not going to approve it.
I had to come from them saying, what are good point Democrats? All because Senator Grassley with his blue slip stuff will not let anybody go by. By the way, the Democrats have violated the blue slip provision on numerous occasions, but we don't do it. And what it means is, yes, I just have to keep.
Yeah, I told you, John Deere would keep going low.
And it's a very sad situation. We're losing
Yep.
we're losing a lot of great people. We have about 7 U.S. attorneys who are not going to be able to keep their jobs much longer because of the blue slip. Because unless to protect their ass, okay, that's why they did that. But it should be done away with. I want to be able to appoint the most highly educated, the most respected people. They can't keep their jobs because of the blue slips. Terrible. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. The farmers, let's come into the Oval Office, all right, Deb? Come on. Let's go into the Oval Office. You're going to see what a real office is.
President Trump welcoming them to the White House and talking about a $12 billion deal that he hopes will help to lock in some of these family farms and help them to do business in a way that is more fair. He said of all the groups that come in here, the farmers are the ones who do not want to handouts.
Yeah, all right. That's enough. Yeah, Campbell's earnings coming up. Yeah, I saw that. I'm surprised we didn't climb a little bit more. Didn't want to get back above 68.40, it looks like. Okay. Okay. Well, sounded like a lot of positivity coming out of that room. Seemed like a good meeting. Farmers seem happy. That's good. Because a lot of people don't even give a shit about the farmers, so if they're happy now, that is a good thing. DraftKings still holding, huh? I got less than 30 minutes to go before the close. How we doing, everybody? Everybody doing all right? Rolls Royce back above 15 a share. What else was it showing me? Okay, yeah. Campbell's tomorrow. Chewy. Yeah, right. We got Oracle, Broadcom. Yeah, it's later in the week. We get those big tech names. Chilling. Beautiful. Here we go, SPY. Here we go. And I was watching it come out of this trend line, right? And it's like it almost wanted to do like a Head and Shoulders, but then it didn't. Right? So now, like, is this going to be an inverse Head and Shoulders now? Where if this is the neckline, we have head, shoulder, head, shoulder. But I mean, this looks deep, obviously, right? So 6832, 6833, 06. Very interesting. Just seems like a very interesting reaction to a lot of positive news. And we can, yeah, we can get rid of this one. Go, gadget, go. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, still dropping. Yep. I'll be right back. Less than 20 minutes. CNXC. We know we could see a big move in the last like 7 minutes, so hang in there. CNXC. Up. Had a premature break, so now we may pop out of this trend sooner than expected. Again, if we didn't have this flash drop, I'd say that's a pretty darn good predicted path right there. If I do say so myself. Not too shabby, eh? SMCI, stepping. We'll watch the S&P. We have any earnings today you guys are watching? Oh my god, it's freezing outside. Got a couple names after the close. We have Toll Brothers, UMA. Toll Brothers, huh? Toll Brothers. Let's take a look at them. Stock should be on fire, yep. Huh? It's funny, they all have this similar pattern. Porsche and Ferrari. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, DraftKings. Bad call. They're looking for a drop year over year. They're looking for a drop year over year. Yeah, well, it depends when you bought them, and also if you wanted to hold long term. My apologies. I don't remember who is holding long term, who isn't. But yeah, if you wanted to take profits at 40, that sounds about right. I think like 42 was a key level if I remember correctly, so you might even be able to get a little bit above 40. Yep, of course. But yeah, if DraftKings keeps going and gets back to the high 30s and stuff, yeah, we'll reanalyze and we'll see where the breakup could be into the 40s. So at least you'll have a little bit of a blueprint. And something's telling me this is going to go down. And it's like, oh, hmm. Hmm. Actually think AutoZone puts also. So, hmm. Mm. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Brought it right up to 68.40. Wow. Yeah, it's going up. It should be spiking up. I'm actually curious to see Toll Brothers earnings. It said 4:30, so I don't know, I guess we'll hang out for a half hour. I love the volume right at the end of the day. It makes me laugh. Makes me laugh. Telling you, should be like 68.50, man. Fighting. She's a fighter. Oh, the gap up. The gap up in the last minute. 68.41. What did I tell you guys? 68.42. I know what I know. $68.43. $68.44. $68.45. $68.46. $68.47.5. I'm sorry, did I say 68.50? Or did I say 68.50? They're not gonna catch me slipping. They think they're so slick. But what they don't realize is, I'm just too damn good. I'm just too damn good. See, they've been away a long time. Nobody went up there and told them. I don't shine shoes no more.
That was easy. That was easy. That was easy.
All day, baby. Oh, why does it taste so sweet? Well, now I mean, that was pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, Toll Brothers, it said 4:30, so I guess we could just watch Spy after hours. That was some candle right there, man. They waited until 3:59. This is what I mean. This is why people say, what do you mean the market's fake? What are you trying to say? It's like, listen, man, like, I'm sorry you don't understand it, but I'm telling you, man, this is all bullshit. You know, sometimes it can't be put into words. I know sometimes I go with my gut feeling and whatnot, but I'm telling you, man. I know what I know. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I'd rather look crazy. Always, you know, betting on the other side or whatever, making no sense. I'd rather look crazy and miss occasionally as opposed to being completely oblivious and getting caught stuck on the wrong side of the fence. But that's just me. Freaking Spy's probably gonna bull flag now after hours start running. And somebody said something about Nvidia before. What happened with Nvidia? I don't even pay attention to that company. That was easy. It's all over me. Sticky icky. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. If you're gonna step away for 4 minutes, the last time to do it is right at the end before close. I don't know where you been. You over there, you're getting a little too much fresh air up there in Denmark. I don't know. Better turn your brain on. Yeah, it's all good. Just busting your balls. It's all good in the hood. Look, I told you this freaking thing was flagging, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna pop to like 685. Watch. Will it stay like this tomorrow? Like I said, I thought this was gonna happen like here while Trump was speaking. And then, you know, if we were hypothetically to connect these lines, right, it would have been like here. That's what I mean. So the SPY, in my opinion, should be around 685 at the open. And it should have hit it, in my opinion, before the close here. So they suppressed it here. They suppressed it. Because even as we were listening together, we were hearing a lot of positivity, and just look how flat it was the whole time. And then at 3:30, he ended it, and they dropped it first. So that's why I say, in my opinion, it's supposed to be higher. And if we were to connect these lines here on the SPX, we'd probably be looking at like 68.50. Yeah, I'll do it right now. If we were to connect these lines and come up, look, 68.60. What'd I say? I literally said we're supposed to be 68.50, 68.60. All right, Lou, take it easy. Telling you, bruh. Can't bullshit a bullshitter. Oh, my goodness. Imagine I was charging you people. Can you imagine? And so if we put... Alright. Well, what expiration did you buy, bro? You know, I know it's risky, but, you know, even if you bought like a Wednesday put or whatever, you know, I mean, of course it's all hindsight, but sometimes you got to hang on, sometimes you got to get out early. But honestly, I'll take a break even. It's much better than a loss. Yeah, it was down. Yeah, that was like back here. I don't even remember where I called it, but December 19? Oh, no. Come on, Lou. Come on. All right, Killian. Catch you later, brother. Have a good night. Yeah, all right. Well, listen. You got out, you know, you broke even, you missed it, you were a little upset, but you didn't take a loss. We just, in my opinion, just stay positive and be confident, be excited for tomorrow. Don't beat yourself up, because like you said, technically we made the right call. Could have made a nice 10%. Don't worry about it. To learn how to do options. Yeah, no, of course. If you could hold shares, it is easier. You know what it is with options? I'm going to tell you right now. You have to have the time, right? Like, you're going to have to sit here. So, anytime, bro. You're going to have to sit here and watch the options, right? And even Lou could attest to this, right? Last week, he stepped into an option, had to take a call, had to go into a meeting, comes back, all of a sudden, right, it's out of play, and we're heading in the other direction. So, anyone could do options, but you truly do have to kind of sit here and watch it like a hawk. Need the options with low cap. Yeah. Well, like I said, that's why I always used to say, that's why I watch and always talk about certain situations. Because even like Lou said, he had an SLV put. SLV puts are very cheap. Verizon, same thing. You know, I thought Verizon would pull down with the rest of the market, but, you know, it held stable with the dividend, which is fine. But like this Friday, if you were to buy like 40.5 puts, let's say, those are probably like $30 or something. So there are a lot of cheaper plays out there. But I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, the only thing that separates you from me is time and experience. So the more time and the more experience you put in, the more knowledgeable you'll be, the more you'll know about all of this stuff across the board, and the more confident you'll be. All right, I'm grabbing some shares. All right, I'm jumping into a few calls right now. Trust me, all in good time. All in good time. Yeah, I know you're busy, but like I said, one of these days, if you have time, we could like sit in voice chat together, and I could like just pull up my account, and I could stream it live to you, and I could show you like how to put in a trade and what do you put in when you want to sell it and stuff. Well, we'll get you there. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Appreciate those kind words, man. Like I always said, I was here to help, and I started the community because, you know, not only did I feel I would make some good calls, but also, again, talking about the diversification, I always spoke about the volatility. I would always try to mention gold and silver as hedges to people. I really was starting this community to try to help people, because I know everyone wishes, man, I really wish I had like a real financial advisor who would take care of me and point me in the right direction. And again, you know, it might not be the best way to do this. I know people always try to rip me apart. Oh, if you did this, this, and this, you'd make yourself so much more money. Again, I don't know if it's the best way to do it, but you know, this is how I know how to do it. In my eyes, this is how to do it. So, you know, I either you can take the community serious, or you're just taking up space. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll meet up in Discord. We'll hang out in the voice channel. I'll walk you through, you know, what they are, how they work, and yeah, we'll do like a mock trade so that, you know, if I mention something in the future, at least you'll say, all right, if I want to do this, I know how to do this. No, I did not kick anyone. Was it 414? We are awaiting Toll Brothers earnings. Okay, I'm gonna stretch my legs. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright. What's going on over here? Up 0.6%? Wow, you're welcome. He said hopeless fanboy. Yeah. We got a bunch of characters in here. Alright, let's get some earnings here, right? We're sitting here waiting for this one company here. God forbid they release 5 minutes early, huh? Try to help me out a little bit. Alright. Waiting. I'm actually curious. I want to look at the weather, actually. Let me see something. We have snow coming in. Oh, can Google use your precise location? Like, cut the bullshit. You already know where I am. Crock of shit. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow night. Looks like Wednesday afternoon they're looking for. Wednesday afternoon. Since we know a place to go. It's nice. Hey, at least you made it to spend it, right? In the words of our buddy Kamala Harris, do not come. Now look at you guys, huh? Getting that edification. Next year, World Cup in U.S. Huh? There you go. That'll be a good trip. Kind of two birds with one stone kind of thing. I've been sitting here so long watching this stock, I don't even remember what the hell I predicted. The hell did I say? I said puts. All right. Yep. Yeah. Okay, they netted 446.7 million, 458 per share. Expecting 488. Revenue 342. What? How? 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 342? How? Explain to me how. In the cold weather, with 80% of these people being deported. 342, how? I don't buy that. I'm sorry, I don't buy that. I don't buy. And they were expecting a drop year over year. They were expecting a 1% drop in revenue year over year. Let's go, drop it. Drop it with their bullshit. Yeah, they did 342 somehow, but missed on EPS. Yeah, okay, yeah. Make it make sense, please. Ask Siri what she thinks about this, huh? Alexa, any idea? There she goes. Toll Brothers TOL down roughly 3% after hours. It's always nice to get them right. Dubs in the chat. Oh, beautiful. Update that. Earnings. Dab on them. Yeah, backlog, yeah, 50 billion, yeah, sure. Makes me laugh. Nobody could afford an already built home, but everyone's building them. All right, sure, yeah. Yeah, all right, yeah. Yeah. Man, I hate the winter, bro. Freaking 4:30 dark outside. I gotta put the light on already. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, my work here is done. May have lost you money on Disney. Definitely lost you money on DraftKings. But everything else was alright. The sun goes down. What'd I say? 685. What'd I say? What'd I say? Yeah, when I used to work at the office, that's how it was during the winter months. You wake up, dark outside. By the time you leave the office, dark outside. We control sufficient land to support continued community count growth over the next several years, including 8 to 10% growth. Whoop. 8 to 10% growth in fiscal 26. Good for them. I don't know who's buying these homes, but good for them. Serving more affluent customers. Yeah, sure. Sure. That's why you miraculously beat on revenue, but somehow missed on profit. Just somehow. Alright, it's been over 3 hours. I've had enough bullshit for today, so I want to appreciate everyone for hanging out. Appreciate the support. Appreciate your time. Hopefully you had a good day. Did my best. We have probably a big day tomorrow. Again, I do believe we should be green overall. Markets should be green. I mentioned oil calls also, and I do believe it comes back up to where it was, so hopefully that works out. The dollar should actually, in my eyes, remain strong, hopefully, which should mean that SLV puts should still be in play. We got John Deere. Yep, we got the sirens. Oh yeah, that's. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. Where is this? That's gonna be a nice one. Is that there? It's gonna be there. Yeah. SMCI, we can see nice little pop today. Got back above that moving average. Back to trend line would be almost 39. Continuing to climb a little bit after hours. Alright, we're done here. Thanks again for your time. I should have a good day tomorrow. Hope everyone had a good day today. Have a good evening, morning, whatever the hell you're doing. See you tomorrow.